talking about happiness when I don't feel emptiness. My heart heavy, but my mind is like a chauffeur driving to a destination where they couldn't think of. No one go ponder when people say.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Obi. I'm back with another one. This is Conversation with Obi. Today I got two special guests.
That boy said guesses.
Yes, yeah, we're gonna continue from that. But guests, we got two guests in the house. I got the king of R&B, Big Scooter.
Wah, wah, wah.
You know what I'm saying?
The viral sensation.
The viral sensation. What's up, man?
The nigga y'all love to hate.
Thank you for being on my show again, man. You know.
Man, facts. Thanks for having me.
And we've got a very, very, very special guest for you. I got Mensa in the house.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? What's up, man?
Appreciate you having me.
Appreciate you for coming, man.
For sure.
Appreciate you for coming. So today, the conversation, gentlemen, since you guys are from America, so I just wanted to basically find out about your experiences. How has SA been treating you? Do you feel like you're at home? Do you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, Mensa, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? I understand you're a YouTuber.
Yeah.
But tell us more a bit about that.
Man, I do everything, man. Honestly, I'm just an influencer. I do YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I'm everywhere, man. Everywhere on social media. Post vlogs, music reactions. On TikTok, I do food reviews. So everything, man. You'll see everything from me. I've actually done music before as well. Kuzo Bum 90 is I'm a piano song I did back in 2022, I think it was. But yeah, man, just a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything for me.
That's interesting. And and Big Scooter. Big Scooter, we already know who Big Scooter is an author, baby father.
Baby
father. And tell us a bit more about yourself.
Obi, you caught me off guard with that one. First off, I want to tell y'all about my unfair treatment that's just went on at this table right now. Because Obi said very, 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 very special for Mensa.
Oh, shit.
And he said, I'm just a, there goes Spooder.
But you've been here before.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
You've been on this show before.
I'm just fucking with you.
It's fair.
But if you know me, you know me. You know what I'm saying? I am baby father. Don't stop playing. I'm an R&B sensation. I'm the viral nigga that went viral over talking about South Africa.
Yeah.
But no, I just sing, man. I sing here. That's all I do.
And
I act too.
you act
I
too.
forgot about that. And I write books, cuz.
Yeah,
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's
So speaking of music, you touched a bit on music. So I'm gonna start with you because you said you used to do music.
I tried it.
You tried doing music.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit more about that. What made you be like, you know what? I think let me focus on this.
For me, it was just for fun.
It was just for fun.
Yeah, I never thought about being a music artist or nothing like that. Like, I just love to entertain. I like to do YouTube, so like a lot of my fans was like, you should try to do I'm a piano song. So I tried it, did it, and had a good time doing it. So
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. And the time when you were doing music, what are some of the challenges that you faced, especially like being in the music industry?
I think mostly it was just trying to hop on a genre that was, you know, universally new. Like, I'm a piano. It's very hard to. It's not like hopping on a hip hop beat or an R&B beat. Like, I'm a piano is very hard to hop on and just flow on. Definitely in English, I think.
Yeah.
But I think that was my biggest challenge because I was wanting to do I'm a piano, but at the same time, it was difficult to place, I guess, English on an I'm a piano track. So.
And would you say that maybe the Amapiano community, did they receive you well? Or it's a thing of like...
I think for me, it's not for me to try to get into the music industry or nothing like that. I just did it for myself just to have fun.
Right.
So I didn't really care about how they received it. Like, I don't know. I didn't really think about it that deep. Yeah. But my audience, my fans, they enjoyed it. So that's what really mattered to me.
Okay, interesting. So Big Scooter as well. I understand you in music full time. The king of R&B. We've got this sound called the piano D. Can you tell us a bit more about that? What is Piano Deep, and how did you get started?
Piano Deep is a merger of like all genres. You know, we focusing mainly on I'm a piano, deep house, R&B, Afro tech, Afro. What's the one you love the most?
Which one?
Afro beats.
Yeah.
Afro beats.
Yeah.
We just trying to merge all of those, and we came up with Piano Deep because it's deeper than piano. And this I'm trying to bridge the gap. You know what I mean? Let melanated people know that music is us. It's all about us, and so we don't need to be segregating the damn genres. We can just put it all together and just make good music, man, for us, by us.
Yeah,
you know, so that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. What made you start when you moved to South Africa? What made you go like? Because I understand you before this you were doing a reality show. What made you now transition from acting to saying now I want to do music?
Oh shit! I wasn't ready for that. Right, that's a good ass question. I was not ready. Shit. Well, the reality show. My friend Nikki, she bombed it. No, I'm just playing. But no, the reality show didn't go through because creative differences. You know, to be politically correct. You know, creative differences. So I had went and I met Mash and I told him that I was gonna need him because they needed me to do the what is it the song the soundtrack for the reality show, and they found out I could sing, and they like, you know, you should make the not the soundtrack. What is it called? The main song that's for the theme song. Thank you. You know what it was. The theme song. So I'm like, man, okay, let me go find somebody. You know what I mean? And I found Mash, which is a producer. He's a rapper. He's a singer. He's directing this joint right now. He's everything. He's my secret ingredient. But found him and we hooked up, man. And shout out to Lemohan. We went to his house, recorded in his studio. And Lemohan is the lead actor for Shaki Limbe. He plays Shaka Zulu. And he directed my music video. We got together and put on a beat and everybody, you know, when you get in the studio, everybody trying to write to the beat. You know what I mean? And I was in the writer's block, and Lim came and was like, bro, you in the motherland. Use that as your inspiration. Like 400 years, you know what I'm saying? And you the only one that came back. So I used that and I asked the guys, hey man, can you sing this in your language? You know, I'm coming back home. Yeah. And that's Sutu and Zulu, and we put it together and got my first I'm a piano track, and I started doing music from there, and I started off at I'm a piano.
That's fine. That's a quite interesting story. And would you say that like now, was it an easy transition? And also, how did the community now, like I'm not only talking about the music community, I'm also talking about South Africa in general. That's a question that goes to both of you, since you both from America. When you first moved out from America and you came in, would you say is South Africa as a whole, Africa, would you say it accepted you and say welcome home, or it's a thing of like maybe there's some challenges that you experienced from moving from America to South Africa?
For me, not at all. It was very welcoming. Literally, as soon as I came, like my first time here, as soon as I got to my hotel, like my friends invited me, like champagne was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like they welcomed me nice. So straight from the beginning, it's been good vibes.
That's what's up. And for you, Big Spooder?
Same thing, man. I felt like I was home. You know what I mean? Felt like my ancestors grabbed me. You really had a euphoric feeling.
Yeah.
Felt like I was grabbed and like, we gonna make you Like you're gonna be successful. You're gonna be all right here.
Yeah.
The only beef that I've had was in the internet, the fake fairy tale world.
The internet.
Man.
You be beefing on the internet. What you see?
When I went viral, bro, they've been chopping my ass down. Chopping me down, G.
Why?
Cause I said something about cold drink. What cold drink money, bro?
And it's
I
not
said I was
saying
living
it. We're
the
gonna
soft
beep
life.
that part.
I said I was liking that I'm living the soft life.
Yeah.
Niggas just jealous and shit.
Yeah.
That's all.
What has to do with a cool drink though?
No,
Man,
I think what was the video?
The cold drink
He was
money,
talking
yeah.
about a video of like how like basically like
happy
let's say
to be
living
here,
here,
you know?
living here is the same lifestyle as living here. It'll cost him three times more in America.
Yeah.
It's like he made a joke. It was a joke. It's like it's just
No,
a
it
little
wasn't
bit.
a joke.
Okay.
It was real.
Okay, it was real. He
Real.
spoke about the cool drink where like
Yeah.
basically so people got pissed off and they were after him because of it. Yeah. So yeah, but let's play a little game. So name 5 things you love about South Africa.
The food. Me first.
Yeah.
The food. The scenery is definitely in Cape Town.
Yeah.
The vibes, like the nightclubs and things like that. The people. Did I say the people already?
Nah.
No, the people. The people are very nice, welcoming.
And last one.
And the last one is the cost of things. Yeah.
Okay.
Cost of living.
I'll come at you for that.
The cost
They'll
of
come
things.
at
They're
you
gonna come at him for that.
Come
For you, Big Spooter, what are your 5 favorite things about South Africa?
We gonna say 5.
Yeah.
Let's see. I plead the 5th.
Nah, you can't.
I'm not saying
can't.
shit else.
You can't.
Because I don't need the internet fucking with me no more.
You can't.
I'm good.
You can't.
I like South Africa.
You
That's
like
the
South
only that's the only answer I'll give
you
you.
can't. He said his part, so we giving you 5.
I love South Africa. South Africa.
What are, okay, me, I'm gonna give you a different one. What are the 5 things you hate about South Africa?
Right.
They really gonna come after me.
Yeah, because I'm talking about the nice things. Let's speak about the negatives.
Okay.
Negatives.
I like that there's no GMOs and steroids in the food.
Okay.
We eating authentic, like real chickens that you
The
see.
Americans
That
are gonna
you see
still
them.
come after you.
America's coming
I
down.
don't give a fuck about it. I don't care. But the food here is real food, man. And what else? The beautiful black women. Yeah. I don't believe Mansa didn't say that, but
They didn't say that.
yeah.
People. I said the people, but hey,
Oh.
within that, it was in there.
You was within there.
Yeah. And the people. I like the people too.
Yeah.
I like all the people.
Yeah.
Tradition. I like the different tribes. You get to learn so much.
Yeah,
Yeah, like we lost so much and we get to tap into now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Different cultures. That's dope. And what else I like? Yeah, I ain't gonna say. I'm good. Cause man, I can't say they own me, man. They own me, G.
Yeah.
Now they got me nervous to say shit.
scared of
now.
stuff.
Man, they got me nervous to say shit. now.
Both of you touched on some on key points. You keep saying you spoke on the people, right? So I want to touch on the culture in terms of like because I know in America you black people, it's like you have it's not like here like you Zulu, you Xhosa, you this. I wanted to say in terms of cultures. I know I'm setting you up on this one, but which culture would you say like stands out for you the most
In South Africa.
in South Africa?
That's-
In terms of women.
You know, it's very
in
difficult.
terms of women.
In terms of women. I lived in Cape Town for a year,
Yeah.
so I would say Xhosa.
What's that?
But since I moved to Joburg,
Yeah.
this is gonna be y'all gonna be like, yo, right, Betty women, bruh. Betty women. Like, I don't know what it is about Betty women, but like, they can cook, they look nice. Yeah, Betty women, dog.
Okay. And what's the worst tribe to date in South Africa?
Damn.
Don't worry, I'm coming.
I'm trying to think of a
that's
bad
easy.
experience I've had with a woman. I feel like I don't know, man.
You don't know. What's
It
the
might be a
tribe
hate-love relationship with Betty's.
Okay. So was that the worst one you experienced?
And the best.
And the best.
Yeah, so it's a hate-love.
For me, it was actually Kosa.
Okay.
Yeah, it was actually Kosa because I had a love and hate
Relationship
because
with
I would have the best relationship
Yeah.
and the worst relationship.
Yeah.
So it was also a trick. Big Spoon. I was coming to you, bro.
Why?
You think it was only you thought it was only mental?
It should be.
Nah.
It should
What's
be.
what's the worst tribe to date? Is that?
I don't date, so I don't know. I'm with the Lord.
I'm with you, Lord.
I'm with the Lord, G.
And what's the best? Okay, let's try to talk about the best.
Yeah.
I told you the Lord. The Lord is my shepherd.
I shall not want.
That's it. He supply all my needs. I'm good. Next.
But yeah, but in terms of cultures, I understand that you actually did your DNA, and you found out that you were partially Zulu, and you had a chance to go to Durban, to go meet the Zulu King. How was that experience?
Man, King Mr. Zulu. Man,
That's
shout out. He's a very cool, like he's a good leader. Y'all lucky. Y'all so lucky. And seeing I was at the Reed Festival.
One of the biggest things that happened.
that
Isn't that like all the virgins and stuff?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
You should have zoomed in on this thing. I should have zoomed in on this thing.
Man, I've never, ever been around so many black people in my life. Because when we was there, it was over 50,000 people. So just think,
And they all black.
Yeah.
all black.
All black.
A few sprinkles.
Yeah.
A few sprinkles.
But still.
But all black. And then, you know what I'm saying, one thing I didn't understand, I don't know if I should ask this on camera, but I didn't even ask y'all. It just came to me. So they was pushing abstinence, but then they had like stands where they were selling rubbers.
What? I didn't see that.
Shit. I saw them. They were selling condoms.
Cameraman, please say something there from behind the camera.
Maybe they was like stay
pushing-
abstinent, but if you can't, at least use these.
Yeah, that's
serious.
yes,
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, they was
That
there.
is-
A lot of them. I saw a lot of
Guys,
them.
please comment down below in the sec, because I don't know. This is my first time hearing this.
Yeah, I didn't understand it.
It's my first time hearing this.
So maybe they was just pushing like heavy abstinence. Like
Yeah.
if you're gonna do it, do it safe.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, I didn't understand.
And speaking of the Mhlanga thing you went to, let's speak about also like you being one of the first Americans to meet the king, and also you being Zulu and being able to march with Amabuto. How was that experience?
Man,
I understand it was a very life-changing experience.
Yeah,
I haven't marched with Amabuto.
What
I
are
don't know.
what are you?
Me, I'm Ndebele.
Independent.
Yeah. So I haven't marched with Amabuto
Yeah.
before, and I'm African.
Right.
So it's crazy for like an American to come,
come
in,
and
like,
do that,
It's out of this world. So maybe you can actually just take us through
Man, it was the MCC.
MEC.
MEC of Agriculture.
MEC. Yes, MEC.
Yeah.
Arts and Culture. Yeah.
Arts and Culture. He came and got me, and he took me. We walked and we were seeing all of the different, because they had different. Everybody, like it had Kosa, it had different. Everybody had a setup. You know what I'm saying? They was marching and practicing and stuff, And we walking through there, and I'm seeing everybody. They greeting the embassy, you know what I mean? And they greet me, and like they thought I was a king and stuff. You know what I mean, bro?
I'm sure he had all
And so
types of
it was so like, man, I'm like, this is the life I'm living right now.
Right.
This is me. So when we get in the, I think they call it the hive or something, but it was just where like the king and his close people were, and they were putting the reeds up there. You know what I'm saying? Like I was inside, and I'm watching all this take place, and I'm just like it's an out of body experience, and I'm looking at myself like looking at everything, like trying to take in everything, and then the king see me, and he tell me to come up there by him, and I'm with the king, and it was the Ugandan king. I'm sitting up there. I'm right by them. If you look at the pictures, I'm right there. Spuda sitting right there by them, like
the king.
Like I'm a king. I got my little, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah. And I'm sitting up there, and then, when they called the Amabutu to get ready and stuff like that, and I'm just sitting there watching, and then the king, he putting on his stuff, and he's like, "Come on," I'm like. Like for real, you really want me to come up there? And he told me to come up there. He said, "You gonna march with my brothers," and so the front line, like right in front of him, that's his brothers and family, close family members. You know what I mean? They protected him, the front line. And I'm like, the brother come up to me, the one that had the beard and the afro. He like, "Yeah, we gonna represent Beard Game," and they started talking to me like, man, like I was one of them. You know what I'm saying? And for an African American to come. You know, and then I had just traced my roots, and I found out that I was part Zulu. You know what I'm saying?
That was a
and then the full circle is that I'm a Dun. You know what I'm saying? And I traced my roots here to Northern Durban, the Dun clan, and the King Tswayo used to be my great grandfather. They used to be cool like that. You know what I'm saying? So to come back, me coming from America and coming back into that, I know it was my ancestors just placing everything full 360. Then, you know, I was marching with the Amabutu. You know what I'm saying? And that brought all my military training that I had. I was like, this was that moment. This was what that was for. I'm protecting the king. And I had to literally because when we marching through, people are going crazy, trying to get to the king, and I'm with my staff. I'm like this, like, hey man, get off. Like I'm really having to do my job. You know what I'm saying? And when I got up there and I see all the news cameras, it was an experience that I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. So yeah.
What do you use to like look at your DNA?
I did Ancestry, African.
Yes, sir.
And then 23andMe.
What did they give you the same thing?
No, all of it was different.
So 23andMe was different from your
African ancestry.
Because I did 23andMe, but I had no South African.
What
Congolese.
You Congolese.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so out of the mixture of all of them, I was Zulu, South African, Portuguese, of course white, Cameroonian, Nigerian.
I had Nigerian, Congolese, and Ghana.
And Spanish.
You had Spanish too.
Yeah. Spanish, Portuguese, and Zulu was the main one.
But your African ancestry was different, right?
It was Cameroon and I gotta.
Which one should I say? Which one's more accurate? Did I do the accurate one or should I take the African? That's what I'm trying to.
You take the African ancestry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The 23andMe was just like more relation, like who you kin to.
Oh, okay. But the African one is gonna really give me.
And you get a certificate.
Is it the same way where you do the saliva and everything?
Same thing.
Okay. So now I'm gonna try that one.
Yeah. And I just wanted to ask a question as well. I understand you also doing your DNA. You also did your DNA. For me as an African kid, it's not easy for me to just up and leave and say I'm going to America. I want to understand for you guys, what is that thing that made you decide one day you're sitting there like, shit, I'm going to Africa. What was one of the things?
For me, it was just mostly my audience always telling me, come visit, come visit, come visit, come visit. So I just came to visit. Like I didn't come here to plan to stay or nothing like that. I just came to visit. Then when I came, I was like, damn, this place is nice. Like, I'm enjoying myself. And then I caught COVID while I was here. So I didn't really get to enjoy Cape Town like I wanted to. Well, I didn't get to enjoy Cape Town at all because I was literally inside the whole time.
Yeah.
And then I had to come back home because I couldn't fly home because they wouldn't let me because I had to pass a test before to leave. So I had to doctor myself up while I was here, and then finally I got to leave. So I was like, no, I had to come back. So when I came back, I came here for like a couple of days, but then I went to Cape Town and when I went to Cape Town, I never left. I stayed for like a year. Yeah. Okay. So, and then after that, I was like, nah, I'm moving back. Like, and I want to stay.
And also, I just wanted to ask, because right now I'm not talking about South Africa as just as South Africa. I'm talking about, I want to speak about Africa as a whole. Have you been to any other African country? And which countries have you been at?
I've been to Namibia. I've been to Botswana. I've been to Lesotho, and I've been to Mauritius.
Okay, and comparing them to SA, no beef, no beef.
I feel like the most similar to SA is probably Botswana.
But what's your favorite? Like where you like?
Compare not SA.
Everything. No, including SA.
Oh, including SA.
Yeah.
SA.
SA. Yeah. Okay. All right. What is it? Is it the vibes?
I mean, I feel like Botswana had potential. Well, actually, no. I had a really good time in Botswana, but I just feel like SA is more like.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it.
In terms of what.
Botswana is nice, but I feel like SA is just like
because it's a rainbow nation. Yeah.
It has everything.
Like, yeah. Also, I feel like SA make it. One thing that makes SA unique, and I know most African countries have this, but SA is on a different level in terms of cultures. There's so many different cultures. And you get to experience different types of people, different cultures, learn different things, and all of that. Big Spooder, what was your same question I asked him?
Shit. What was it?
What countries?
Let me rephrase the question.
No, I'm old, nigga, so I forget shit. And I'm sleepy. Shit.
Shit. Okay. So in terms, what made you decide to come to SA? And also, have you been to any other African countries besides South Africa? And if you haven't, which countries would you like to visit?
That's a deep question because it started. This journey started when I was a child, man. I always had a vision of going to Africa, and I just didn't know how, where, or when, And then I prayed one time because I was tired. I was in a depression, and I was like, Lord, like, what's my purpose? What am I meant to do? Like, am I supposed to just be a disabled veteran taking care of my kids and that's it? I think it's more to me than this. And I said, like, let your will be done and let me be who you call me to be. Let me be what you see me to be. I want to do your will. And then stuff just started manifesting. And I always said, once I got some money, a chunk of money, I'm going to Africa. And then so happened, my boys start sending me stuff on the Real South Africa, shout out, a touring company. And I started looking at them and I'm like, you know what? Let me go there. And I just left. I told my mom and my kids, and they was like, no, Dad, you're not going. Shit, my passport came, I was gone. That the same week I left because I was already pre-packed. I was ready. I already knew what I was doing, and then I came. And people was telling me like it was when I was in Durban, and he was like, there's a Dunn clan here. You know what I'm saying? And you might want to check. And I'm like, what? Let me do my DNA. And so I did my DNA and Northern Durban. Yeah, so I'm like, man, I gotta go. I gotta go back. You know what I mean? And I went on a house tour, trying to look at a house, and then I was like, you know what? When I go back home, I'm moving here. So I went back home and I sold my 2 houses. I sold my 3 cars, and I still got one house there. But I sold everything and I left. Yeah. And sure, I got here and I became musician, that wasn't part of the plan. None of this stuff was part of the plan.
Right.
So I know it was God.
Yeah, definitely.
I know it was God. No doubt in my mind. So I'm just following God with blind faith, and that's what y'all should do too.
And is South Africa the only country you've been at, like, in terms of Africa?
I was about to say that I've only been to South Africa, but then he said Lesotho, and I forgot Lesotho is
You've been
a
to
country by
Lesotho
itself.
as well.
I've been there, Limpopo and all that, but Limpopo, you know.
Limpopo.
But I've been a lot of places in South Africa.
Okay.
So.
And besides those two, is there any country also close to you? Is there any country that you haven't visited that you wanna visit and experience
In Africa?
Yeah.
Maybe Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana. Yeah.
Okay. And for you, Big Scooter?
Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria. What's the Rwanda?
Ethiopia too.
Yeah, want to go to Rwanda.
Yeah.
And Egypt. I forgot it.
Yeah.
Definitely want to see the pyramids.
Yeah. In terms of time, how are we doing?
We have 30 minutes, gentlemen.
Okay. Last thing that I would like to speak about, last but not least, Big Scooter. I understand you've got a book called Out of the Dark, and also you've got an album that's gonna come out. We don't know when.
Yeah.
Called Out of the Dark. Can you please briefly tell us about Out of the Dark? I understand this first part of Out of the Dark that came out.
Yeah.
Please tell us what is it about? What's Out of the Dark?
Out of the Dark is a autobiography about my life. You know what I'm saying? And Out of the Dark is the first of many parts of the book. You know, I'm gonna be telling like my life, and I'm gonna be doing a what is it, like audio book as well after this. But yeah, it's just, and then I got a song that goes with Out of the Dark, you know, and yeah, it's just talking about my beginnings, what made Spooter or Ronnie Dunn, you know. It's just to show young men and really black men, you know what I'm saying, from all parts of the world, that you don't have to be like your environment don't have to make you who you are.
Right.
You can step outside of that, you know, and be something. And I'm living proof of that. I came from East St. Louis, where me and my mom was fighting rats as big as fucking cats. You know what I mean? And now I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm a somewhat celebrity here doing music and doing stadiums and singing in stadiums, singing for political parties. Like, I never would have figured that. I'm friends with doctors, professors that I never dreamed I would do that. So just it's about, you know, it's about that, man. Just showing black people, black men, that, you know, if you're going through something, you can talk about it. And I'm talking about everything. It gets really personal in my books. And I'm talking about everything, so I can be that lead, I can be that beacon of light that show people that, hey, if Spooter can talk about this, I can too. If Spooter can do this, I can too. So, men, we, like black people, it's taboo to go to counseling. You know what I mean? It's not something that we do. Right. Your mama say, keep my business in my house. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not snitching or nothing. I'm just telling it like it is, man. We as black people, we got PTSD. We don't talk about stuff because of how we've been raised, and I'm trying to break that. So that's what it's about.
That's interesting. And Mensa, I understand you're mostly focused on YouTube right now. According to with my wide research that I've done, I've seen you doing a podcast.
Yep.
And I understand there's a recent show that you did called Love.
Loving the city.
Loving the city.
Yes. Research.
Yeah. Very research. No, the name was right.
Research.
What kind of research?
I did research.
He was watching the show.
I did research. Hey, I did research. But hey, I was one of the views you got. Yeah. I was one of them.
I appreciate it.
But hey, do you want to talk about that or not?
It depends on what you want to ask.
Right.
Depends on what you want to ask. Tell us about your experience on the show, man. Like, we just want to.
Honestly, man, I went on the show because I felt like, I don't know, man. I felt like I wasn't collaborating enough. I was just being to myself. So I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me dibble and dabble. Let me like just explore collaborating with other YouTubers here in South Africa.
Yeah.
Me doing that, I didn't put too much thought into what I was about to be doing, what I was getting myself into.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, you know what? I'm a single man. Let me go try to find some love in this house.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I get in the house, one thing,
Led
two
to
things, and then I was having a good time. But at the end of the day, I'm really happy about my decision ongoing. Honestly, it made me closer with other YouTubers here.
Right.
I thought it was going to bring my brand down, but I feel like it did the opposite. It brought it up. It gave me more motivation to, be more consistent on my channels and things like that. So I'm actually happy that I went on to the show and
all right.
Maybe not about some of the things I was doing, but
the things, we don't wanna get into that.
Yeah, you're gonna watch yourself.
Yeah, we already know. If you haven't watched it, please check it out.
Yeah,
trust me, you don't want to miss that one. But yeah, in terms of besides the podcast and also the reality show, what can we look forward to going forward from Mensa?
Yeah, just more consistency on my channels. More vlogging. Back into music reactions because I quit for a while, but I'm back now, and I also want to dibble and dabble in music again. So
we're starting with Motherland Remix, right?
Yes.
2.0.
Swoota been telling me about that. So we can definitely hop on Motherland Remix. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And for you, Big Swoota?
Just continue pushing the music and about to get off into acting, and showing my diversity. Multi-talented. That's it.
Dancing too, triple threat, acting, singing, and dancing.
Everything. Why don't you get into acting too?
I don't know, man. I don't know actually. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I feel like with you guys' accent, it'll be crazy. Actually, today after this, guys, I'm putting it on camera right now. Me, Mensa, Mash, Big Swoota, we're gonna do a skit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
We're trying to test Mensa's acting skills. We're trying to see it on camera.
Rated 1 through 10.
Yeah. But yeah, is there anything else from you gentlemen that you'd like to add?
Nah, man, just appreciate you for having me on your
show. For sure. We should definitely do another one, bro.
Definitely.
I had something to say.
No, I'm coming to you.
Oh, I thought you had to diss me, nigga.
Come on. Why do you have beef with me?
Why do you have beef with me?
Yeah.
Shout out to Mash.
Shout out to Mash for shooting this. But shout out to you, man, for
Mash Media.
And Big Swoota, man, the superstar. The biggest superstar God I have here. Let me redeem myself.
You sure do it.
Yeah, man. So, what you gotta have to say to the kids?
To the kids.
And the ladies and everybody.
I just want to say, Cigar Music, my first R&B album, my first album period is about to be coming out. Stay ready for it. I'm just giving y'all little teasers right now.
Right.
But I'm coming. I'm planning to take over R&B here.
Yeah.
So if anybody doing R&B, we could collaborate first before I take it.
I'll get on there and put a couple vocals.
Okay,
it's too late.
Right.
Before it's too late. Hey, you already know from Obi Ocean, man, stay tuned. Appreciate you for your time. You know, I know it's hard to make it this far, but it's been entertaining. Come on. It's been entertaining. Don't say we're not boring, but South Africa's biggest greats right now, 1, 2, 3.
The biggest.
Come on.
The biggest.
Come on. But yeah, catch us on another episode of the conversation with Obi Ocean. You know, Obi Ocean signing out. Peace. Thank you.
Talking about happiness, when I don't feel emptiness. My heart heavy, but my mind is like a chauffeur driving to a destination where they couldn't think of. No one go ponder.